Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to come back to Delhi Sustainable Development Summit. I want to express my appreciation for Honorable Dr. Pauchari for organizing this conference and get us all here today. During the last 8 years, I was heavily involved as the president of the International Council of Science on the sustainable development and climate change issues. My term was up last September, and my granddaughter saw me and said, "Grandpa, you work so hard. Did you make any difference?" I have to be very honest with her. Yes, we tried. Everybody tried. But we are not seeming to really winning the battle as yet. So today, I will not try to preach the converted, as Mr. Rudd said. I would rather make 3 comments from political, social, and scientific comments about sustainable development goals and climate change. Everybody knows, everybody agrees, climate change is a global problem. And it is not going to be solved by scientists or a single country alone. We have to get everybody together. And during the last several years, things are moving, and this year, the COP21 certainly gave people a great hope that something might really happen, and that is a great expectation. I certainly will be able to tell my granddaughter if COP21 was successful in initiating something globally, I would say to my granddaughter, yes, things seem to be hopeful. Especially when we talk about by 2020, not yet solved financial issue of providing $100 billion, that were to come true, then people will have more confidence. However, a simple-minded scientist who know a little bit of mathematics know that the $100 billion will not be enough. At the present time, we did see people spend billions of billions, trillions of dollars try to defend the country from enemy across the border, try to maintain their security, and yet seem to forget that climate change is really going to be our biggest enemy, which will be right on top of us within the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So in order to be successful, I do believe we have to get organized, and we might have to go beyond European Union or United States or United Nations. We might really need to have our organization, might be called United States or Planet of Earth. We really need to get together. Entire world need to work together. By 2050, if we manage to spend trillions of dollars in fighting common enemy, climate change, then when I come back to visit the Earth again, because I'm sure it's 50 years I will not be here, I will see that our next generation certainly appreciate what we have done, and that is really needed more intensive, extensive global collaboration. Now, I want to come back to the second point. I'd like to touch upon the social problem, or from the aspect of human development. During the last 50 years, because of the explosion in population and consumption, human society has overloaded the Earth. We all know we have overloaded the Earth, and humanity on Earth is in danger. But when I said we are overloading the Earth system, human society is overdeveloped. People in Africa didn't like to hear that. They said, Professor Lee, we are miserable. We need to develop. Don't say that. Well, people in the overdeveloped countries said, well, we will be able to manage. But still the question is, with the population explosion, consumption explosion, what do we mean by development? We really need 10 kilowatt per people, or 2 kilowatt would be enough. What do we really mean by development? Now you look at Asia. Asia is driving the train. Although the train is moving toward the wrong direction. If you look at China, in the last 3 years, they consume more cement than the entire United States consumed during the last 100 years. But they are still developing. People in Taiwan said, our GDP is only one half of the US, we need to develop, but we are way overdeveloped in Taiwan. So it is really important for us to understand what do we mean by development unless we have common understanding how should we do it, we'll be heading in the wrong direction. There will be no future for humanity. The third point I want to make is from the scientific point of view. 300 years ago, after the Industrial Revolution, human society departed from the nature, departed from sunshine. During the last 150 years, we depend more and more on the fossil fuel and causing climate change problems. So when we talk about go into low carbon society, what we really mean is go back to sunshine. So wind power or solar energy, largely go back to sunshine. Yes, science technology develop within the next 10, 20 years. Energy or the electricity generated by solar energy or wind power will certainly be less expensive than the fossil fuel generated electricity. But there's one problem. I was in San Diego. My former student said, Professor Lee, I put solar panel on my roof. Now, I don't buy electricity. Even my car, Nissan Leaf, is charged by solar panel, so I'm not polluting person. And she said, Professor Lee, can you do it? Can you do it? I said, yes, I can do it. If I move back to California, I can do it. The big difference is, in California, population density is 30 per square kilometer. In Taiwan, it's 630 per square kilometer. I only go 1/20 of the sunshine of my former student in Placer. So there, scientifically, we need to learn to store the electricity or convert electricity into something else so that can transport across the national border. It is really a global problem. And we still need to put lots of effort, lots of money to do scientific research. So when we are harvesting electricity, we can transport across the national border like what we are doing, like petroleum and coal. But that transportation not only needs technology, we need to have everybody work together as an entire humanity, as a community. So we need to establish global community. We have to be able to spend billions of dollars, not the defense against the enemy across the border. We really need to defend ourselves. And we have come a long distance, but still a way to go. But I'm not pessimistic. I don't have right to be pessimistic. if everybody is willing to work on it, I think we will have a chance. Well, I'm really pleased to be able to come here to express my view, and we really have to work hard. Thank you very much.